Good morning, all of my dream trippers. My name is JoJo Monroe, and that was inspiring, you guys. Today is launch day. Today is activation day. Something that stood out so clearly to me. It takes the visionaries, the dreamers, the ones who are willing to think outside the box and then create an environment where people believe. The one thing I've learned, well, not the one thing, many things I've learned from my mentor, Kenny Rossi, it is the believers. We are in the belief business. Your belief has to be stronger than their doubt. And when you do that, you get a team of people, each person playing a significant role to have blast off, to have launch, to have something to look forward to every single morning. And you guys, we have it. This is the day that we are all going to mark November 7th as one that transforms the trajectory of our lives, transforms the trajectory of our legacy, of our future. And it begins right here with each and every one of us being the dreamers, being the believers, and skyrocketing beyond the atmosphere to every corner of the globe. And speaking of, I am seeing so many people in the chat from Hungary to South Africa to Vegas, Wisconsin, North Carolina. Welcome, everyone, every corner of the globe. We welcome you for this incredible activation and launch day of the #1 travel club in the world. And with that, it is my honor and privilege to introduce to you our Chief Visionary Officer, the founding original member 20 years ago of DreamTrips, who has helped so many people catch the vision. He is a believer more than most. When others doubt, he stands strong, and that is why we have the vision of where we're going. So, Mr. Jefferson Santos, thank you for your vision, and let's rock and roll, baby.
Thank you so much, JoJo. Thank you for your leadership, and thank you, everybody, for trusting in us and being here on this epic day of the big reveal. And we'll be going live a little bit later today, but it is a historic day today. 20 years ago, I was blessed to be the first Dream Trip member and had this vision along with other people. It wasn't just my vision. There's a lot of people's vision to be able to travel around the world with our friends and family and create memories and earn a living while doing it and help people change their lives and go see the world. And, you know, Mark and Tammy have continued that vision. I mean, leadership is a relay race. You know, sometimes leadership gets us to a point, then it takes, you know, the passing of a baton to get to that next level and to continue the legacy. And that's where we're at in this historic day of Dream Trips. And so thank you, Mark and Tammy, our owners of Dream Trips. And it is a blessing to be here with each and every one of you. As sitting here as the co-founder and chief visionary officer, and my business partner, Micaiah, is the other co-founder and chief growth officer. We are excited to reveal this to you today. So we've got lots to unpack. We're going to be talking about new websites, showing you that screenshots, new back office screenshots, enrollment flow screenshots, all of that, because it's all going live later on today. And we'll unpack that as we go through this. But we also have some new media, some new videos that you're going to be able to leverage to help you make money, to help open up the eyes and the ears of your prospects for them to see what we see. And I think one of the things about, you know, you've heard like a video is worth 1,000 pictures, right? Well, pictures worth 1,000 words, you know, a video is worth 1,000 pictures. And I would say a Dream Trips is worth like, I don't know, 1,000 moments, right? And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you the new sizzle video, which is less than a minute. That is a video that you're going to have access to when everything goes live as part of your funnel, okay, to pique someone's interest, right? And if they like what they see, they'll want to watch the member video, which will show as well. It's not going to be right afterwards. I'm going to talk just a little bit and then show you guys the member video, all right? And so I just want you to know that as we're about to play this, okay, just know that this is your company too. Okay, we get to do this together in partnership for the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. We get to help people travel, around the world outside their own country to other countries. And hey, maybe one day we'll have Dream Trips to outer space as well, right? So let's jump right into it. Let's show you this sizzle video here. And I got the shared sound and everything here. I'm going to go full screen, turn my camera off, and here we go.
There's a new energy moving through the world right now. A shift, a spark, a community that's rising again, ready to explore, connect, and live life wide open. For nearly 2 decades and over 30,000 experiences, from Monaco's Grand Prix to African safaris, from Bali sunsets to cooking in Tuscany, one movement has turned travel into something bigger. Not a timeshare, not another app. The world's largest travel club, rebuilt, reimagined, and relaunched for a new era of dreamers and doers. At DreamTrips, travel isn't a side gig, it's the heartbeat. The pulse that connects people, purpose, and possibility in every corner of the world. The relaunch is on, pre-launch is here. The giant is running, the movement is real, and it's just getting started. DreamTrips, you should be here.
Man, that is an amazing video. I love that. Let me turn my camera back on real quick. That is the kind of talent that we have at this company and the teams that we have here. All right. So that's the first video. Okay. Now the next video is a little bit longer. It's a little over 4.5 minutes. Okay. And we want to show you this because you need to see, number one, what we're about to activate, the 2 different memberships, right? Hopefully most of you do the founders membership so you can get that free founders trip every single year. But I want you to just to like relax, push out all distractions right now. Okay. Put your AirPods on, not silent, but noise canceling, whatever, and get tuned into this, get your popcorn. Cause then after this membership video, okay, I'm going to pass it on back to JoJo, and she's got Mark and Micaiah that are coming next to show screenshots and all the things. So stay tuned, lock in here, and we're going to show you this membership video. All right. So here we go. Let's do the membership video. Get your popcorn out. 4.5 minutes of greatness here. Here we go.
You work hard. You build. You provide. But when was the last time you actually lived? Because life isn't meant to be lived between paychecks and to-do lists. It's meant to be experienced. If you've ever wished you could pay less for travel, let me introduce you to DreamTrips. DreamTrips is celebrating its 20th anniversary, 2 decades of changing the way people see the world. Over 30,000 unique DreamTrips, more than 2 million travelers, and hundreds of millions of dollars saved on travel worldwide. This isn't a trend. It's a legacy, built on experiences that last a lifetime. It's actually costing you money not to be a DreamTrips member. Our members unlock wholesale pricing, saving up to 80% on hotels, resorts, and condos worldwide. And with our 110% price match guarantee, you'll never overpay again. Bali, $879 on DreamTrips versus $4,500 elsewhere. That's 83% off. Maldives, $769, saving $627. Dubai, $1,127 versus $2,100. Vegas, 5 nights for $893, saving $729. Trip after trip, DreamTrips beats the competition, guaranteed. And if you ever find it lower, we'll match it and add 10% into your loyalty wallet. Every month you stay active, you earn DreamTrips points dollar for dollar. Use those points to drop your next trip's price even further. It's like a built-in vacation fund that rewards your loyalty. But this isn't just about saving money. It's about living life to the fullest. And that's where our DreamTrips come in. The Dream Trip experience is curated, hosted, and completely handled for you. From the moment you land to the moment you leave. It's unforgettable. Athens, 4 days, 3 nights, $699. Normally, $1,500. Dubai, 4 days of luxury, 4 breakfasts, 3 dinners, multiple tours, $589. Positano, $669 with excursions included. From Tomorrowland to the World Cup to safaris and Santorini, DreamTrips curates experiences that become the highlights of your life. There are two membership levels, business class and founders. Business class membership, $199 one time plus $67 a month. Includes full access to the DreamTrips portal, the 110% price match guarantee, the Build Your Trip feature to create your own adventures, and access to all DreamTrips worldwide. And for our 20th anniversary, we're introducing the all-new Founders Membership, $399 one time plus $145 a month. You'll receive one free Founders Dream Trip every single year you remain a member, plus free access to over 1,300 VIP airport lounges and free global 24/7 concierge service. Both memberships also accrue DreamTrips points, dollar for dollar, reducing every dream trip you take. And when you refer 4 friends, your membership is completely free. It's never been easier or smarter to live the DreamTrips lifestyle. With DreamTrips, you never travel alone unless you want to. It's community, confidence, and connection on every continent. And remember, if you're a founding member, you'll receive a free Founders Dream Trip every year for life as long as you remain an active founding member. That means year after year, your next unforgettable adventure is already waiting, fully covered. This isn't just travel. It's a lifestyle for those who refuse to settle for ordinary. For 2 decades, DreamTrips has changed how people see the world. Now it's your turn. Every day you wait, you miss another trip, another memory, another sunset. Join today, choose your membership, and start traveling the way you were meant to. DreamTrips, the last travel membership you'll ever need. You should be here.
Amazing, 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 amazing. I'm looking at the chat right now. Somebody's like amazeballs. Oh my God, that's crazy. Yeah, this is the kind of epicness that the team has done, just to outdone themselves. And we have another video releasing next week for the business opportunity video. So that's the sizzle. That's the membership. That's enough for now, right? I mean, they're going to come in as a founder easily, right? To get that membership, to get that free founders trip every single year. And so I know you guys want to see more, and we have more for you. And so I got the pleasure to bring on our other co-founder, Micaiah York. This guy has earned multiple 7 figures in network marketing, building teams, 70, 80,000 people. But now he's our co-founder. He's our chief growth officer, and his tirelessly working, 24/7 with Mark over there to get things up to speed. And so, Micaiah, it's been a great time, working on this launch with you. And here we go, man. So the mic's all yours.
Awesome. Well, thank you, brother. And whoa, those videos are hot. Those videos are hot. I got the goosebumps watching. What I love about these videos and more to come is we just want to make your guys' life easy. We want to make it simple for you to be able to go and build an incredible travel community all around the world in multiple different languages, multiple different cultures. I always say I'm so passionate about travel because it makes you a better person. And when you put your name behind something, we want that to mean something. It's powerful. There's passion, there's purpose behind it, and just so excited for the team that put together those videos. And so we're going to keep this train going. And so who's ready to see the forward-facing new website? Are y'all ready? We ready in the chat? Y'all want to see what that website looks like? I'm going to just really quickly, before I bring on these slides, just let you know that I'll be bringing Mark on. I'm going to go quickly through it. It's a pretty simple process. Again, this will go live later throughout the day. We'll let you know. And also, I do want to make a note too, and Mark will mention this, that we are going to release these videos today on social media. Okay, so once we do that, we'll send a post into the Telegram, and we'll ask everybody to go like, comment, and share those videos. And so we will make sure to let you know in advance when we post that. And so Jojo, if you could throw that Telegram link in the chat, we want to make sure that every one of you are involved in the Telegram. That is our main form of communication, and we want you to be the first to know when something happens. And so let's jump right in. Let's take a look at the new site, which is still you will be going for now to DreamTripsLaunch.com. And so this is what the new forward-facing site looks like, minus the arrow. I'm going to give you some walkthroughs here. Absolutely beautiful. One thing I love, and one thing that we're going to always strive to do as a company, is have synchrony between our presentations, between our comp plan booklets, between our websites, between our videos. We want there to be familiarity when somebody comes and sees it. So I love the design here. Dream Trips, the world's #1 travel club. Earn free trips and create memories that last a lifetime. And so what you'll do, okay, I'm going to go through two different processes here. One process is for most of you who are brand new. You've already enrolled, right? You already have your website. You already have your back office. The first thing you're going to do is go to log in, which is going to bring you to where you're going to be able to activate. And so you're still going to go to DreamTripsLaunch.com. Okay. Now that will convert into DreamTrips.com eventually. Okay. We'll communicate that with you. But when you want to go and activate, when we sound the alarm to activate, you'll go to DreamTripsLaunch.com. And on the right hand corner, you'll go ahead and click login. You'll log in with your normal credentials, just like you are doing now, and you will see the countdown to activate. Now, behind this screen, you can see a little sneak peek of what the new back office is going to look like. Super excited for this new back office. I know one of the biggest requests was to have your binary tree be able to open up quicker, be able to go up, be able to go down. And so you're going to be, I think, quite surprised to see how smooth that process is. But we wanted to make this as simple as possible. So for everyone who's already joined, okay, which is everyone watching here today, very simple. You're going to go to DreamTripsLaunch.com, which is going to bring you to the forward-facing, the home page. You're going to click Login. You're going to see Activate Now, and you're going to click Activate. And from that point moving forward, you will be able to pick your business class package or your founders package. Okay, so very simple, very smooth. You're going to see this countdown here where you'll have a time period to be able to activate that membership. And so make sure you're reaching out to your team, having them log in to their back office, click activate, pick their pack, enroll, and you'll be good to go. Now, the second person. Now, this is going to be the people you're going to walk through. These are the brand new individuals who are going to be joining. When you send them your enrollment link, they're going to go ahead and click Get Started. After clicking Get Started, this is going to help them start creating their account. Okay, so this is where you're going to begin your Dream Trips journey. You're going to see the person who referred you. You'll see their name there. They'll go ahead and type in their first name, their last name. They'll pick their country. Okay, they're going to type in their email address, their phone number. This is where they're going to create their username. Okay, your username is what your URL will be. So eventually it'll be, dreamtrips.com/your username. Okay, so that's what the creation process there. You'll put in your password to be able to log into your account. And boom, right here, you're going to pick become a member or become a brand ambassador. You'll click on Become Brand Ambassador. And then you'll be able to choose your pack. Again, a very simple, smooth, seamlessly clear process to the finish line, right? Or to the starting point of launching your Dream Trips business. Here, you'll be able to pick your business class ambassador enrollment package or your founders enrollment package. And then it'll bring you to the checkout where you'll be able to enter your credit card information, your debit card information. You'll click complete purchase. and then you'll be able to click pay. And then from that point forward, you are officially a business class DreamTrips travel ambassador or a DreamTrips brand ambassador with your founder pack membership. And so, listen, we are so excited for this new website that we have available here for you. We will be sending out all of the information to you. Okay. So we will be putting a video. There'll be a video walking you through what I just went through to Telegram. So that way you'll know exactly what to do, exactly how to do it, and exactly how to activate. Okay. And so it's a very simple, smooth process. I love the website. I love the design. It's absolutely beautiful. I think right when you go there, it's going to feel good, right? You can never take away a first impression. And so I love what that first impression brings to not only you as a brand ambassador, but to guests that are going to be exploring your homepage. And so there we go. Again, you will be going to dreamtripslaunch.com. You'll go ahead and click log in with your normal credentials. You'll be able to activate and start your journey here with DreamTrips. Easy peasy, just like someone just said in the chat. And so we're going to keep this thing going. I'm going to go ahead and get myself out of the way and bring on the man behind this whole machine, him and his incredible wife, Tammy. They work just tirelessly for us, for you, for the world, for us to be able to have this gift back into our life, which is DreamTrips. And so, Mark, owner and CEO, brother, I'm going to hand it over to you. Thank you so much.
Hey, I appreciate that, Micaiah, and I am super excited. I think that
and
you
hey,
might be
Mark, I
looking
think
at
you need
my
to turn your camera around.
I'm here. That was my
There we go.
fireplace here in Hawaii. Why you need a fireplace in Hawaii, I will never know, but we do have one. We've never used it. Super excited just to see everyone commenting in the chat. I am so over the top pumped about the new look, the new feel. And, it's kind of funny, and I'm just going to be straight about this. I've been watching DreamTrips my entire career. I've been in the industry over 22 years, and I was in another company. I wasn't originally a part of the original brand of DreamTrips, and it's hard to make an incredible brand even better. You want to freshen it up, but you don't want to change what is already, in my opinion, a hallmark, I would say the creator of the group travel network, like you see here today. I mean, there really hasn't been another company. There's knockoffs, but there's not this is the original, right? And so, I've always respected the team that put it together. And, the interesting part is, like, I've known a lot of the people, at DreamTrips for a long time, actually. Matter of fact, funny thing is, some of you obviously know Dan Stamen. Dan Stamen was my upline in my first company for a very long time, and many hours and tabletop conversations, and Dan drawing on a napkin how to drive through your team. And so I've always watched what y'all were doing over at DreamTrips in envy and jealousy of the trips that you all were going on for years and years and years, as I was selling skincare and legal plans in the industry. So I always wondered, like, man, these people are always on a dang trip. Like, what the heck did they do? And so I really always honor the people that built this company, this brand over a long time. It is grueling to build a company like this. And I can tell you, on the travel side, it's one of the hardest things I've ever done in business. It's that difficult to pull off. Tammy, my wife Tammy, and the travel team who was on here, it's really difficult to pull it off. And the rest of the staff that's on here, they're all over the world. It is a lift. It's a Herculean effort it's like they say, it's a village. It is definitely a village to launch this thing. But I always pay homage. I always respect the people that came before me. You've probably heard me. People have asked me, like, why do you mention that? It's because it's like, look, we wouldn't be here today, and we wouldn't be able to say 30,000 individually curated trips. People have no idea what level that is, what level it takes to have that many trips. I mean, there's none of our competitors in the entire world of our space that have created 30,000 individually curated trips. I mean, that's people for 10, 15 years at Rovia, the travel agency, that literally were grinding it out in countries all over the world, building these curated experiences, testing them and running them dozens of times before they perfected them. and then ran them hundreds of times. You know, you look at Dubai, you know, Rovia's probably done, I don't know, you know, 500 trips to Dubai. It's something pretty massive. Might even be 1,000 trips, because at one point we were doing over 100 trips a year just to Dubai, which is crazy. How do you do 100 trips a year? Well, you literally have some going, you got one every week, and then you have multiple, you have some trips that are just in certain languages in the same week, 2 separate trips, right? So it is amazing. I don't take it for granted that I've had the opportunity, that Tammy and I have been blessed to kind of grab the helm of DreamTrips and take it to the next level, take it into the future. And that's where we start today. And you'll see new branding, you'll see new videos, you'll see a new company website, new look, new feel, new experience. You're going to see new trips go up tomorrow in the portal. Maybe you'll see them later today, but most likely you probably will see the trips start to populate into the portal tomorrow. So it is just it's been a long time for me. It's been 4 years to get to today. That's how I look at it. For some of you, it's been 30 days, 60 days. But this will be for me. This is 4 years in the making. I always had the vision that we could bring DreamTrips back to where it was, and really what that is that's the community feel, right? I'm not talking about the revenue and the success. That's obviously we want that, but it really is the community feel. What I've felt when I've gone on these trips fully explains why those of you like a Jefferson, who was one of the first Dream Trip members ever, why you guys love this company, this brand, and this style of traveling. So what I want to do here today on my part, and I'm not going to go that long. We have a long day of testing. I want to prep everybody. I'm going to ask Micaiah, Jefferson, any of our staff that's in the chat, just please try to keep up with some of the questions that are in there. Some people, you know, they're asking, you know, how to upgrade, how to do this. They don't see it yet. It's actually activate, how to activate, right? So there's 2 different flows today that'll go live. One will be to activate. You're already in the tree. You already have your launch.com site. You've already been sending out your link. Some of you already have built a massive team, right? You're going to, every single person that's already in the system, when they log into launch.com, DreamTripsLaunch.com, they'll get that activate. So I saw some confusion in the chat. Okay. And then everyone on your team that's already in the system will also get that same window. They're all connected to you. They're in your tree, right? You have a genealogy right now that you've been looking at in your back office, where it says, you know, 10 left and 40 right, where it says, oh, that's all those people. When they log in, will get that same activate. Okay. Now that's different than if it's a new customer. In other words, you haven't enrolled them yet, or a new brand ambassador. They're going to go through a regular flow, which Micaiah did in the beginning. And let me tell you, we worked really hard on simplicity. I like to say Amazon simple. I think Amazon is the top, you know, benchmark in the world of simplicity of ordering. We tried to mirror that as much as possible. The second thing that we did is we've reskinned the back office, as you can see it. I'm personally someone who likes analytics. I like to see certain things on a profile, on a team member. I like to drive certain things. So I don't want to get into training today, but key performance indicators is how all businesses drive in the regular corporate world. But then in our industry, you know, because a lot of us don't have business experience when we join, we don't get to use that same stuff, but it's a business, right? And so we should be teaching business skills, and we should be teaching all of us. We're all the CEOs of our own business here at DreamTrips. So we want to give you the tools that a CEO would have at a major company. And so what you're going to notice in this back office, and you got a little sneak peek because Micaiah kind of put that screenshot up, is we did a dashboard that goes like this and down the center. And that is like literally we studied it from left to right on where your eyes go and what is the most important information. So when you see that left-hand corner where it says key performance indicators, we're going to literally train every single new person in this company. That's where you live to drive your business. And then everything else to the right is giving you additional information like my rank, being able to track my rank, being able to track, you're going to see your travel points will accumulate right on your dashboard, right? If you're managing your business, don't you want to see how many people I have left and right? Okay, am I four or more qualified? Am I active in the binary system? Am I binary pay qualified, right? What's my current rank? What's my next rank look like? All right there in the best way we could do it in a visual. So it's not just boring numbers, okay? And then below that, there'll be some other features like our company calendar and things like that that will go live over the weekends, right? So just really a lot to dig into, a lot to learn, okay? Click around, play with it when it goes live. So what to expect here today, we're going to So I said this yesterday, if you were on yesterday's company call, there are many things that we can't test until they go live. Okay, so some things will go live and then we'll take them down. We don't even want you to see them. Like, we go live, we test, we take it down. So just understand, until we tell you its activation is live, you're going to see DreamTrips.com come down. You're going to see it go back up. You're going to see maybe your launch site might look a little wonky, right? And so we're going to be messing around with things as we sync everything. And then there's something called propagation, which means when you forward things on the internet, sometimes it'll show up in Budapest, Hungary, and it won't show up in Miami. It won't show up in Miami, Florida. Okay, so it takes time for the whole internet to absorb our changes. So sometimes, like, someone in Germany will be looking at the brand new website, but someone in California, it didn't propagate to them yet. Okay, so that's what it's called. It's called internet propagation. So just be patient with us on that. And what we do want to let you know is we're going to be testing things all day. Once we feel, okay, that everything is synced, everything is linked, everything is going to work as planned. Like I say, we don't know on a lot of things until it goes live. We won't put the activation button in there. Okay, we don't want to make a mistake. And if something is not up to 100% our standards, we'll go back to the drawing board and we'll make corrections and we'll go at it again. So for sure, I fully expect it's 7:30 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time here. I'm on an island, so I'm in my own world here today, but I fully expect this to be several hours of us testing. Okay, so this was the prep call, give you the screenshots, what to expect, where do you send people, how do you activate, how do you enroll a new person, okay? And so going to be important that you are just patient and wait for that message. I don't see that happening at least, for the next 3 or 4 hours, and I may be off a little bit on that, okay? So do not hold me to that. My staff is probably crumbling right now saying, what is he doing, okay? I want you to understand it's going to be several hours throughout the day because we've got to get it right. And there's a lot to what we're doing. We're changing everything, right? We're not just putting up a new page. We're not just showing you a new little video. We are literally a completely new platform. You're also going to show, if you weren't on the company call yesterday because of the time zone, this is our international call. What you're also going to notice in our portal, I don't know how many trips are in there. Maybe there's 30, 40, 50, 60 trips in there or something. What you're going to notice is there's some trips, they have the travel date, they have the price, they're ready to go. You'll have other trips that'll say coming soon. Click for the wait list. Okay, so what you're going to see over the coming weeks is those trips that say coming soon, click for the wait list. Like, legitimately, if you want to book that trip, click the wait list, because like when some of those come live, they'll just literally get sold out because there's some hot trips in there, like hot air ballooning in New Mexico, like supercar racing in Las Vegas. There's a Paris trip in there. There's a Portugal trip. There's a South Africa trip in there. So there's a lot of trips we're loading. You'll see a lot of coming soons. Those are all new trips that you haven't seen before. Okay, like we've got like 6 trips to Santorini. We've got 3 trips to Prague. I can go on and on. We got a trip to Rome. We got Dubai. So when you see these coming soons, these are all trips you haven't seen. If you've had access to our portal, they haven't been in there, and now they're coming in. I want to address a lot of you like, oh, is there a trip in Australia? Is there a trip in South Africa, right? Well, we can't put a trip everywhere until we know where the customer base is, right? So if you say, oh, man, I'm in South Africa and there's no trips, that's the reason why South Africans, I'm just going to tell you this flat out, you guys are showing up. You're showing up big. I know Johnny Wimberly has a massive push behind that and a lot to do with that. And of course, once we establish where is the density of the members and where are you as brand ambassadors, and we'll work with key leadership to then insert the trips in your local market. Makes sense, right? We can't just go put 500 trips in there that people don't want. The other thing is we listen to leaders, okay, as much as we can is what I'll say. So, we have a business model to follow, but we do listen to leaders in market, okay, to try to get the trips. Like if I'm traveling in the US, I probably travel different than if you're from Germany coming to America. You're going to go you're going to go to Hollywood. I wouldn't go to Hollywood. I wouldn't waste the gas money to go to Hollywood. I live right near Hollywood, and it's not a big deal to me. But if you're coming from somewhere else in the world, you're like, I got to go to Hollywood. I got to Universal Studios, right? It's just like if I go to, I went to Budapest, Hungary, and, I'm sure Attila's on here and Dr. Caddy, they've probably gone to the Christmas market there 50 times, right? But to me, like, I'm a foreigner, right? So it's the first thing I wanted to do, because it was December, was I wanted to go to the Christmas market. So we have to get detailed in the market on the in-market trip. So I live in a country and I want to travel within my own country. So those will come a little bit later. So just be patient on that. And then every week or so, maybe not the very first week, okay, but very shortly after that, what you'll end up seeing is you'll see, like, once a week on one of these calls, we'll be making trips go live. Some that aren't even in there, but the ones that say coming soon, we'll say, okay, the Las Vegas exotic car racetrack trip is going live after the call. That's what you'll see. And then what our hopes are about every week, we're making more trips go live and adding more trips. So we're pre-launch. It's very important to know that, right? We're not even launched. This is just, we're going into pre-launch, and we're going to look better than 99.9% of the companies out there in our space on pre-launch. But just realize, like, day one in pre-launch, we have way more than what this company had when they started. First year, what did they do? 1, 2, 3 trips. We opened Europe. I wasn't part of the company, but they opened Europe and didn't have the first trip for 8 months. They were signing up members in Europe, and there wasn't any trips in Europe, right? So just imagine 20 years ago where this started, okay? And now imagine where we're starting today. So to restart and already start with 30, 40, 50, 60 trips and have another 50 coming, to restart with a website that's as good as any competitor out there. I went to 2 or 3 of the biggest competitors in travel, and ours blows theirs away. I'm going to put it on the map right now. It's tighter, it's cleaner, it's definitely more edgy, it's fresh, it's simple. I look at the videos. I went to one of our competitors that, I plan on, keeping our competitors right in my dashboard, okay? So let me do that. You don't need to worry about it. And it's friendly competition. I don't have any toxicity as a leader on competition, okay? And here's one thing, my competitors or fellow builders in the industry for Tammy and I's whole career, here's where you can't beat Mark and Tammy Smith, okay? We are seasoned, trained military people. Here's how you can't beat us. It's not because we're from the military. It's because you can't compete with someone that's not competing with you. I compete with myself. I compete with my own goals, and I compete with the goals of the leaders of this company. I do not compete with anybody else. I put blinders on. Sometimes it drives my friends crazy. One of my friends says, man, you're like a rock. It's like you got no emotions. Like, where's your heart? Right? And it's like, no. When it comes to that, if I'm distracted by what a competitor is doing, I'm not leading this company. If I'm distracted because someone changed one thing in their system and now we think we need to change everything, I will be distracted. I've learned a long time ago, speed of the leader, speed of the pack. And I also learned this: when that locomotive engine is going down the track, if that lead car is off just a little bit, the rear car is all over the tracks and probably off the tracks. So for us, yes, we will have our competitors up on a dashboard here at the company and watch what they do. Okay, we have our own benchmarks and targets, but we as a company, we only compete with ourselves. That's the healthiest way to win. Imagine you're competing with your own goals against yourself. You know what that does? It allows you to beat the enemy. The enemy's always coming in, right? Oh, you're not good enough. You're not big enough. You're not smart enough. You don't know enough people. You don't have a big enough warm market. What have you ever sold? No one in your family graduated high school, or you don't have a college degree. All that crap that comes into our head when we're trying to, chase our dreams and go after our goals, right? So the reality is, like, I don't let that stuff in. It drives people crazy. It's like it just bounces off me, right? It's not that it doesn't affect me, but 20 years ago, it was like someone took an arrow and shot it in my heart, right? Today, it's like, oh, I think I just got bit by a mosquito. Ping! That's how it affects me today. Why? Reading books. That's how. Being on calls like this, associating with the right leaders, focusing on my goal. What is my definite chief aim? What is my purpose? What is my definite chief purpose, right? Focusing on those things allows all that fodder on the side of your life, and especially in our business. Let me tell you, today's going to be the day where we wake up this dang industry where people are like, DreamTrips, heckin' freaking DreamTrips. All I'm seeing is DreamTrips. It's going to drive people crazy today. Right? Tomorrow, the next day, next week. Why? We have PR, articles, sizzle videos, massive communication, SEO, social media. Like, we're not going to stop. If you thought the countdown was like, yay, and now we're celebrating, no, that was nothing. That was just tipping the lid up of what's in this can of whoop ass that we're going to put out there. I'm just telling you, it is coming and it's not going to stop. It's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and better and better and better. We have a lot of marketing ideas, and we have unstoppable things that we're going to do. But here's where I'm going to end my part and turn it back over to JoJo is this, okay? I woke you guys up with my slip on my curse. I usually don't curse, at least on these Zooms. I am a Navy guy, so I don't have that good of a mouth. I try my best, okay? I'm working on it. I have a swear jar. My kids got me for Christmas. Not proud of that, but potty mouth. That's right. Jane, I got a potty mouth. I'm working on it, okay? But here's what I know. The other part of us crushing this, disrupting it, showing the world who we are, showing your Dream Trips, Superman cape, whatever you want to call it, is we need participation from y'all. Okay, we've done a lot of things, okay, but we can't do everything ourselves, okay? We can't lift the whole thing ourselves. And so we're going to ask for your participation today, but every day. So after this Zoom, we're going to ask, go to all of our social media channels. There is a social media plan in place. If we don't have all of you follow it, it won't be as successful as it could be. So part of that is you sharing from our social sites so that we can penetrate our SEO, which is our search engine optimization out there in the world, okay, and we can get all the social media algorithms working in our favor, is by you going to our social media platforms, Instagram and Facebook are the two main ones, and sharing our daily posts. So we put a post about pre-launch today. Go and share that, okay, on all of your platforms, okay? Another thing is like, comment, and share from our social media. Late in a little bit, we're going to put up the sizzle video that you saw. That sizzle video will go out. We want you to share the sizzle video from our social media. A few hours later, our membership video you just saw, that will go up. We want you to share that from our social media. You'll get that in your funnel. You'll get the opportunity to use the video. That comes later on today. But we're a company, we're a brand, and we're $1 billion brand, right? So we want to push out as a brand, and that's how a company should do it. Is you pop that out. We don't put the network marketing type language. We by the way, you'll see us. We're going to be a lot more professional and more of a travel a professional brand. We're not going to put a lot of the internal network marketing language on our social media. Every once in a while we will, but that's not the brand. The brand is Dream Trips, our product, our membership, customers, and our travel club. So help us today. Okay, push that out there. So as soon as the Zoom's over, just go and like today's post. I'm going to ask a favor. I asked this to the leaders on a leadership call we did a couple weeks ago. Set an alarm once a day at a certain time where it just says Dream Trips Social. And your alarm goes off. It takes literally 5 seconds. You just go Instagram, like, comment, maybe share if you'd like. You go to Facebook, you do the same. If you did that, oh my gosh, if everyone did that every day, it's game over. Our social media has grown significantly. But if everybody did that, what happens is all of your network sees that. We're not interested in signing up your network. They can't sign up with the company, okay? When you go to the company website, it's going to ask if they don't know anyone, it's going to ask them who referred you, okay? And it's not going to allow them to buy a membership. Okay, they'll have to fill out a form and it'll say like who referred you and we'll find you and stuff if that happens, right? It's to show your network, whoa, what are you involved with? And you want them to see it from a professional approach, like, whoa, let me check out this company. They don't know Dream Trips, they know you. So what happens is they inbox you. Hey, Mary, I saw you post that Dream Trips membership on your Facebook. That is incredible. I went to the company site. This thing's incredible. How do I get involved? So use the collective power of all of us driving social media. So today, I am specifically calling you out. I'm going to go look to see who likes it, see who shares it, right? I'm going to study those analytics. I need to know who's in the boat with me, okay? Because, look, this is a competitive industry, okay? And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to kind of, if I could, sorry, I'm already losing my voice. Been on a lot of calls, okay? And Johnny's putting hashtags. Check out the chat. Okay, you should be here. All the different hashtags that Johnny is putting in there. Very, very important with social media. You tie everybody together through social media with hashtags. So definitely great on you, Johnny, on that. Here's what I'm going to say. Kind of like, put a little, if you would, kind of blessing, on Dream Trips. It's like we are going to call on from the mountaintops every single person in this industry to look at this company. You might say, that's awesome. It is awesome, and it's what we want. With that comes resistance. A dog does not bark at a parked car. If you want someone to say nothing about you, do nothing, build nothing, and become nothing. If you don't want anyone to say anything about you, I stopped caring what people say about me a long time ago. My wife told me a long time ago, you care too much what people say about you. And I'm not over that. Okay. I still have a little bit of it. It's something we all have, right? But I think when you get beat down, you get up again, you fail, you have success, you get beat down, you have people say things about you that are not true. I mean, this is a big industry, right? I've been around a long time, and you kind of fight through it. Here's what I know. I don't know one successful person that hasn't gone through this in my life. Not one successful person, right? And so today, when one of your friends who's in another company says, oh, DreamTrips, blah, 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 just understand it's coming. Today, when your friend who told you, oh, you can build your business from home, it's coming. Today, when someone says, oh, you can get that cheaper on Expedia, it's coming, okay? Today, when someone says, oh, I heard about that thing, da-da-da-da, it's coming. You know what it really is inside? It's a basket of crabs. If you ever seen a bushel of crabs, anyone like crabs, pop it in the chat. But if you've ever actually seen this, you might have heard this training before, but if you've actually seen it, it's true. You got a big bushel of crabs. They don't even have to put the lid on. You got like 200 crabs in a big bushel, and they're all crawling around there in a big basket, okay? And what happens, they all start crawling on top of each other to get out. And then finally one gets to the top, to the edge, and it's almost out of the basket. And then all the other crabs grab each other's claws and pull that one down, and then another one gets to the top. And then that one tries to get out. You don't have to put a lid on a basket of crabs, okay? Because the other crabs are all trying to get out before you. When people try to take you down, chastise you, naysay you, smoke out your dreams, dream stealers, haters, there's enough. Look, we don't need any more haterade. There's enough haterade in the world. You can drink all you want. We don't serve it here. Okay, one of those things. Let me tell you something. It's not that people don't love you. It's not that people hate you. It's not that your family doesn't support you. They're afraid of you leaving them behind. That's what I learned. So today, be you, go for it. Follow your dreams, follow your goals, your benchmarks, where you're at, where do you want to be by the end of the month, how many people are you going to activate in the first pay period, because activation is all about the first pay period. If someone waits to activate after the first pay period, so you have from today to next Thursday, right, close a business. If someone just waits, they're not getting paid. They're not getting paid on the first weeks of business. They don't get paid later. They don't get paid on that first week. That's why they're not in DreamTrips. They're not activated. Right. So really 100% of everybody should activate this week. Now, we know that's not going to happen, but that's the mindset you should have. And so I just want to give this back to JoJo with everyone understanding that you have rock solid leaders behind you. Okay. If you feel alone, you've never done this before, and you're out there like, oh my gosh, I'm a little overwhelmed. You have rock solid leaders. You have a rock solid company. Okay. Reach out to your support team. There's people like myself and others who have been doing this for decades. Okay. You're probably not going to get to me or Mackay or Jefferson anytime soon. We're pretty overwhelmed right now, right? In a way, but reach out. There's plenty of coaches around the company. Your sponsor can always find someone who's a little bit newer than you are. Okay, this is one team, one dream, one big team, Team DreamTrips. So with that, I appreciate you guys, and JoJo, back to you.
Amazing, Mr. Mark Smith, CEO of DreamTrips. You guys put some flames in the chat. Put an airplane if you are like, holy smokes, never in my life, decades of experience in this industry, do we have a corporate team like the one we have. This is next level leadership. I love what Mark said, you guys. Speed of the leader, speed of the pack. But you have to understand, we all have to understand, we are the leaders. You are the leader, and this is our time to run. So where are we going to run to? I just want to share a few things here for you guys to get this on your map, to get this in your book. You know we're banging the drum on this 20th anniversary cruise. Still spots left, you guys. Yesterday, I think we had 4 people enroll. Please, 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 we're going to put it in the chat. Get on the wait list. There are still rooms available. When you talk about a visionary exploration, this cruise will be the foundation that we talk about for the next 20 years. As a leader, as a member, you do not want you or your team to miss it. Fight like heck to let them know that they can still be a part of it. And then let's look at what's next, you guys. We did this big reveal today, and tomorrow, what to do next. You want to rally your team. You want everyone to carve out time tomorrow morning 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. You see the time zones there. Make sure you not only set an alarm a half hour early, but get your invites out today and tomorrow to lock people in. You do not want to miss tomorrow, where we truly will have what to do next, the game plan moving forward in this first week of activation and relaunch. And of course, you guys, you had it in the chat. Johnny Wimbry, Mr. Worldwide, is telling us all, get in the Telegram. Your business will ride or die based on being in this Telegram. And more importantly, make sure your team is in there. I can't tell you how many countless times I've asked people throughout the team, are you in the Telegram chat? And they said, what's that? So make sure not only you are in it, but you're beating the drum to your team to be a part of this Telegram chat where you get all the updates and information moving forward. And with that, who wants to see those videos again? Put some flames. Oh, actually, I love the rocket. Someone put a rocket up there. Yes, put a rocket in the chat if you guys are ready to blast off. You want to see another sneak peek of what we are going to have at our fingertips in merely moments throughout today. It is game time. So with that, thank you all for taking the time to be here. Carve out your calendar tomorrow and let's enjoy these game-changing videos as we are in the pre-launch of the world's #1 travel club. Have a beautiful day, everyone.
There's a new energy moving through the world right now. A shift, a spark, a community that's rising again, ready to explore, connect, and live life wide open. For nearly 2 decades and over 30,000 experiences, from Monaco's Grand Prix to African safaris, from Bali sunsets to cooking in Tuscany, one movement has turned travel into something bigger. Not a timeshare, not another app. The world's largest travel club, rebuilt, reimagined, and relaunched for a new era of dreamers and doers. At DreamTrips, travel isn't a side gig, it's the heartbeat. The pulse that connects people, purpose, and possibility in every corner of the world. The relaunch is on, pre-launch is here. The giant is running, the movement is real, and it's just getting started. DreamTrips, you should be here.
You work hard. You build. You provide. But when was the last time you actually lived? Because life isn't meant to be lived between paychecks and to-do lists. It's meant to be experienced. If you've ever wished you could pay less for travel, let me introduce you to DreamTrips. DreamTrips is celebrating its 20th anniversary. 2 decades of changing the way people see the world. Over 30,000 unique DreamTrips. More than 2 million travelers, and hundreds of millions of dollars saved on travel worldwide. This isn't a trend. It's a legacy, built on experiences that last a lifetime. It's actually costing you money not to be a DreamTrips member. Our members unlock wholesale pricing, saving up to 80% on hotels, resorts, and condos worldwide. And with our 110% price match guarantee, you'll never overpay again. Bali, $879 on DreamTrips versus $4,500 elsewhere. That's 83% off. Maldives, $769, saving $627. Dubai, $1,127 versus $2,100. Vegas, 5 nights for $893, saving $729. Trip after trip, DreamTrips beats the competition, guaranteed. And if you ever find it lower, we'll match it and add 10% into your loyalty wallet. Every month you stay active, you earn DreamTrips points dollar for dollar. Use those points to drop your next trip's price even further. It's like a built-in vacation fund that rewards your loyalty. But this isn't just about saving money. It's about living life to the fullest. And that's where our DreamTrips come in. The DreamTrip experience is curated, hosted, and completely handled for you. From the moment you land to the moment you leave. It's unforgettable. Athens, 4 days, 3 nights, $699. Normally, $1,500. Dubai, 4 days of luxury, 4 breakfasts, 3 dinners, multiple tours, $589. Positano, $669 with excursions included. From Tomorrowland to the World Cup to safaris and Santorini, DreamTrips curates experiences that become the highlights of your life. There are 2 membership levels, business class and founders. Business class membership, $199 one time plus $67 a month. Includes full access to the DreamTrips portal, the 110% price match guarantee, the Build Your Trip feature to create your own adventures, and access to all DreamTrips worldwide. And for our 20th anniversary, we're introducing the all-new Founders Membership. $399 one time plus $145 a month. You'll receive 1 free Founders Dream Trip every single year you remain a member, plus free access to over 1,300 VIP airport lounges and free global 24/7 concierge service. Both memberships also accrue DreamTrips points, dollar for dollar, reducing every dream trip you take. And when you refer 4 friends, your membership is completely free. It's never been easier or smarter to live the DreamTrips lifestyle. With DreamTrips, you never travel alone unless you want to. It's community, confidence, and connection on every continent. And remember, if you're a founding member, you'll receive a free Founders Dream Trip every year for life as long as you remain an active founding member. That means year after year, your next unforgettable adventure is already waiting, fully covered. This isn't just travel. It's a lifestyle for those who refuse to settle for ordinary. For 2 decades, DreamTrips has changed how people see the world. Now it's your turn. Every day you wait, you miss another trip, another memory, another sunset. Join today, choose your membership, and start traveling the way you were meant to. DreamTrips, the last travel membership you'll ever need. You should be here.